Joining me now, former U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Texas, Michael Wynne. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you on. So a big win for everyone in Texas with election integrity. Like, at least you can live in Texas and know they're fighting, you are fighting to have fairness and illegals not vote in your election cycles here. So talk about it.
Look, it's just common sense. And the other thing coming out of this is it was a unanimous panel decision, hands down. You know, it kept going back and forth to the same district judge in San Antonio. Another message, it was dismissed largely on the basis of standing, which means that these large liberal national advocacy groups do not have standing to go into any district they like in the United States and challenge a state law. No standing to just do that. You got to have someone who's impacted by the law. So hopefully this will put a small stop to that. But I got to comment on something else. I had to plead a client guilty last week for voting 5 times in federal elections over the past 12 years. Sympathetic case, older woman, British citizen. First, the county mistakenly sent her a voter registration card. She voted, but then kept voting. You know, one I might have been able to do something with. 5 times, no. And this, you know, so we had to enter a plea. So of course, non-citizens vote. Green card holders vote. One other thing about the judge in San Francisco I got to note is her court made a mistake and didn't put the proper ankle monitoring equipment on that guy the night before. That's why he was able to get out and do what he did. So it's just incompetency.
And we see it time and time again. They always let these people out. They go on to do heinous things here. I also want to bring this up. The Governor Gregor, his press secretary, they provided a statement to Newsmax about the big ruling. They wrote this: safe and secure elections are a fundamental function of government to protect the freedoms and rights of Americans. Governor Abbott, he was proud to sign the nation's strongest election integrity laws to ensure trust and confidence on our election system. The governor appreciates the Fifth Circuit upholding these common sense provisions that enhance the integrity of Texas elections. It can be done, Michael, right? If there's a will, there's a way. You are proving that in the state of Texas. So any other state, now I know President Trump, he's fighting like heck to get the Save America Act through, but if states all wanted to do their own thing to ensure our elections, you're proof it can be done.
I mean, it's simple. Put the last 4 digits of your social or your voter ID. Don't bribe, you know, voters. I don't know why this is even an issue. It's just flat out common sense.
Well, I think it's because, as we've pointed out, that Democrats kind of want some complications with that. And now, as we chip away and chip away and chip away at it, people who aren't citizens of our country are, in fact, voting here, regardless to the contrary of what they say. Michael Wynne, we got to leave it there, sir. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Thanks for having me.